how is everybody doing? Today we are off to a very late start. It's already, I would say around lunch. Today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you what a local Hong Kong person or an average Hong Kong person would eat in a day. Starting with breakfast. Actually, I'm probably just gonna walk you through breakfast just because we've missed it already, really. Okay, so a disclaimer, we're talking about a typical Hong Kong person that might be working at an office. Say for example, usually workplaces will start from 9 and they will end at 6. We don't eat breakfast at home. We like to sleep until the very last minute and then, or at least I do, and then get to work. So they usually, this is all like very typical, usual, average, is that they will grab something on the way to work and then they eat it at their desk, or they might arrive to work first, log in, and then grab something and get back to their desk. So work usually starts at 9, and so you would get on the MTR depending how far you live to commute at around 8:30. There's always bakeries near or in the MTR stops, so people usually grab, and they usually have packages. So they have like I say, the Nescafe coffee, and then with a pastry like a sponge cake or some sort of bun or bread. I don't prefer bread, but that's what usually some people get. Other times they might get siu mai, which is a fish dumpling from Hong Kong, and then a beverage of some sort, and then you would eat it at your desk. Some people, if you're more in like the central areas, the more expat areas, they'll go to Pret, and then you'll get the coffee and then a breakfast sandwich deal as well. What does roommate usually get?
Starbucks and sometimes like a sandwich.
Sandwich, what kind of sandwich?
推蛋子.
推蛋子 from a roommate?
A roommate.
Ah, okay, so she will get the Starbucks, and then she'll get an egg ham sandwich from a roommate. They have decently good sandwiches. I know it's kind of common that if you waltz into the workplace before 9:30, it's usually pretty acceptable. In Hong Kong, people do a lot of overtime, like OT, so they stay in the office till quite late, and that's the reason why we start quite late as well in the office. I mean, to put it into perspective, they don't open Starbucks until 7:30 in the morning. So yeah, so that's breakfast. What's lunch?
I used to go to Cha Chan a lot.
Okay, so a lot of people that I know will go to a Cha Chan Tang a lot. And what does Cha Chan Tang consist of? A lot of sets, right? Like a noodle with toppings, or a rice with toppings, etc. So today, we're not gonna go to a Cha Chan Tang to eat it, but we're gonna go and make a very popular dish. It's called Suen Chan, which is called like the daily set, and it is our ultimate favorite, but it's a huge amount of comfort food. It's basically macaroni or spaghetti and a soup. A lot of times it's like a chicken broth, or today we're gonna make use of our tomato soup, so we're gonna do it in a tomato broth, and then it will have deli ham on the top. As a partner or a complement to it, we get scrambled eggs, deli ham, and toast. And then we'll have a drink. Okay, so usually you eat this at a Cha Chan Tang, but we're gonna cook it today.
加多通粉阿汪公仔麵，加3蚊。
唉，so 麻煩呢個客人。Welcome to Tungay Cha Chan Tang. So that is Chan's Hong Kong style cafe. Just know most people will not be doing this at home, and they will eat it at a Cha Chan Tang, which is a Hong Kong style cafe. So I don't know why I thought I would just make it at home today. Why did I do that?
So what kind of Cha Chan Tang is this?
This is the normal one. No. No toy. Does your meal come with toast? No, they don't usually give you 腸仔.
The ones that I like from workplace or
冇啊，停，今日
What else did Cha Chan Tang?
今日唔供應㗎 ，OK。
A few moments later. One eternity later.
And here, roommate, you have your 檸檬茶.
Isn't it 凍檸茶少甜?
It is 少甜. Yay! I got my 上餐, the macaroni and tomato broth with a little bit of ham, and then they usually come with a side of like a bread, eggs, and more ham. And she's got her instant noodles. Usually you have to add an extra $3 for the change of instant noodles, and then they love this like spicy pork cubes, and it comes in a can. It's like Spam, but not really. Anyways, and yeah, and we've got the two most common drinks. The lemon cha, so this is the lemon tea, and it is ice. We like to order it 少甜少冰, which means less sweet, less ice. And then I have the milk tea, which is lai cha, and I have it hot. When you order a milk tea in Hong Kong hot, you put in the sugar yourself, but the cold ones are sweetened already. All right, bon appetit. That this is just like the most common and the most average things that people would eat, like the most typical things. Don't come after and be like, oh, that's not what my friend eats, la la la. Some people might work in shifts. I'm talking about, when I say people start work at 9, I'm talking about like the average or most common office hours, which is like 9 to 6. So you would eat breakfast around 9 to 9:30, and then lunch would be, so everybody likes to go out for lunch around 12 to 2, 1 hour in between that time. So I would say that if you're going out with your friends to go eat, because most people like to eat with their team, or at least they go out to grab lunch with their team, or else they go to a restaurant with their team. So if you try to corral everybody at 12, by the time you actually move out the door, it's about 12:30 by the time you get to the restaurant. And then it's about maybe an hour, so you get back in the office by 1:30. I'm gonna be very honest, and this might not be for every company, but people don't know when you've left for lunch, right? But people just know that somewhere between 12 to 2, people go out for lunch. So I would say that if you have a Pilates class, lots of people run a lot of errands during lunch, they take a nap during lunch. If you are back at your desk by 2, people don't talk. Obviously, if you're not back by your desk by 2, then people will know you're not there. What time do you think usually people leave the office by? They don't leave at 6.
Maybe 7 to 7:30.
So, yeah, I would say like 7 to 7:30. So we definitely make do with our lunch. I used to put on like dentist appointments, my massage appointments, people take Pilates, yoga classes. What else do you do during your lunchtime? Some people nap. Napping is acceptable at your desk during lunch. She walks around. Okay, yeah, so yeah.
Oh, go buy bubble tea.
Oh, she'll go buy bubble tea. No, I do that in the afternoon. All right, so between 12 to 2 is when you have lunch. And then we have something called afternoon tea. Afternoon tea for a lot of those tangs where they have a special like discounted price starts at 2:30 to 3. But when do you usually go down to get your afternoon tea? 3:30. So 3:30, yeah, me too. Around 3:30 to 4 is when you're getting the lull. So I usually go either get a milk tea or a coffee or something. It might mean going to the pantry. Pantry is the place where you make your drinks, or where the fridge is, like the kitchen area, or you might go downstairs and grab something. So we're gonna do that now. Also as well, there is a huge wealth disparity in Hong Kong, meaning the rich are very, very rich and the poor are very, very poor. So when I say you go to the bakery in the morning and you get, say, like a piece of bread and like the canned coffee, Nescafe coffee, that might only be 20 bucks. But say for example, if you are a little bit well off, or you have more disposable income, or you just want to, then you can get your Starbucks or your Pret with a breakfast sandwich, and that might take you back anywhere between like 30 to 60 bucks, or some people might go to McDonald's. I would say, and I don't know if everybody would agree, but having a Starbucks cup has a certain symbol to, or an image or a status than say your McDonald's cup or the Nescafe. But I think some people would disagree, but that's what I think.
It's not like a meal, okay?
Yeah, it's like crazy. Coffee can be $70 and then you can get a meal for like $30. It's like insane how like the disparity, the wealth disparity and the price disparity is in Hong Kong. Anyways, we're rambling on. Anything we want to add to this?
No.
Okay. We'll see you for afternoon tea. With maple syrup tea set. And we had we had A9. And then we also had a red bean icy. You can also get a club sandwich. This is the red bean iced tea that we got. Evaporated milk. Okay. That's like the iconic thing. Like that. And then we have butter and syrup, golden syrup. We love dark meat, and so we also have a chicken wing. We'll see you then. Different stuff. We need this for auntie. See, isn't the wet market so cool? And here's a cat. We don't eat cats. They're here for pest control, except this one is called Momoy, and she is scared of rats. I want like the not so big one. We're gonna get the sumo gua here, the hairy gourd. It's got like hair, fuzz. How many do we need? 2? Okay, discussion. Where should we get the fish?
Usually the one
Okay, so wait, we need to set a budget. How much is our fish?
under 100.
No.
Under 100.
100? I was thinking like 50.
Okay.
要幾多錢先？我哋而家好窮啊！
同埋100零蚊咯，應該200。
有冇一個50蚊㗎？
一個50咪要一個咯。
Do we？
你撳我嘅。
有冇啲係黃立昌嗰啲啊？係咪有啲平啲㗎？50蚊咯，一磅50蚊嗰啲咧。啊，呢隻啊，係咯，呢啲咯。
收你48收平你2蚊。
哦，好啊，唔該。So today we're gonna do 四餸一飯. 四餸, which is like 4 dishes, which is quite a bit for 2 people. Usually I think we would do 3, but these are all my favorite foods, so I thought I wanted to show you. I like really spicy or tart or just like more full body dishes, and she likes more like a little bit more subtle dishes. So she likes none of the dishes that I like. I really like something called funsi, so we're gonna do a funsi with hairy gourd, which is siu mo gua, and then we're gonna do a fan kia tao, my ultimate favorite, which is tomato rice, and then we're gonna do a steamed fish, also my favorite, and then we're gonna do just a gai lan, so a Chinese vegetable with garlic, and we have rice. Actually, this is sitting on top of the rice cooker. Okay, so on with the cooking. Took forever cleaning out his guts or the leftover bits. If you don't clean out that stuff, it gets really bitter inside. So now it's time to garnish. Okay, basically I just stick it everywhere. My mom as a little kid used to say that they had bad breath, so you stick some in their mouth. Probably not the best presentation, but I think it's funny.
I used to say I was sincere. I used to say I was sincere. I used to say I was sincere.
38. This is our gailan. It's a Chinese broccoli and it's stir-fried with garlic. If you want to make it nicer, you actually blanch the vegetables first and then fry it quickly, and then it'll be a lot nicer than what it looks like now. I was too lazy, as you can see. I was using everything in one pan. Then we've got my very favorite tomato and egg. The tomatoes today looked amazing with a lot of juice. If there's not enough juice from the tomatoes, you can add a little bit of water to help. But my eggs today were a little bit too runny. Usually if you're gonna do this, when you stir fry your eggs or scramble your eggs, you would do it to be a little bit drier. So today it's a little bit more runny than I like it. Then this is my very favorite fancy with 小毛瓜, the hairy gourd. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of food for 2 people, but I can eat the leftovers for tomorrow. And then this is our fish. It looks crazy right now because we put way too many greens because we had spring onion left over, and since we're not going to cook again tomorrow, we just threw everything onto this fish. We gave it everything we got. Different families do it a little bit differently. Some cook the tomato first. I cook the egg first because I think it's easier to wash the pan afterwards. And some people add in sugar, some people add in vinegar, and some people add in ketchup, and I add in all 3. Just to make sure. Taste test time, which actually I did already during the cooking. I mean, it was only for the 2 of us, so hey. Mmm. So good. 雞蛋好有雞蛋味，番茄好有番茄味。粉絲好有粉絲味。She doesn't like steamed fish. Which one's your favorite right now?
The choy.
You mean the easiest thing? You like the easiest things. My favorite is the pancake. No, actually, I'm gonna try the fancy too. And she confirmed that the fish is cooked because we were very scared that it wasn't going to be cooked. Oh, perfect. Auntie's the best. She told us 8 minutes. So we had it on for 8 minutes and then we put on the lid and steamed it for another one.
Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 10:21 p.m.